Hey everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Malik Reviews. In this series I will be discussing all manner of Dragon Ball related media, from DBZ movies to fan-made manga series and animations. Malik Reviews are broken down into 4 areas: about the media and the media synopsis, media pros, media cons, and the final grade. Points will be given to the media for faithfulness to the original material for which it is based, furthering the story, presentation, and other factors. Points will be deducted, however, for continuity snarls like timeline errors and power errors, errors in presentation, incorrect facts, and other factors. Personal nitpicks and personal likes will also be factored into the final grade. Also, it should go without saying that if you haven't yet read or watched the media for which the review is done, spoiler alert. Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods is the 14th movie of the Dragon Ball Z series, and premiered on March 30th of 2013. Contrary to popular opinion, it was not fully written by Akira Toriyama. The screenplay was written by Yusuke Watanabe, with executive input and edits by Akira Toriyama himself. Character design was done by Tadayoshi Yamamoto and Akira Toriyama, and it was directed by Masahiro Hosada. Battle of Gods takes place 5 years after the battle with Majin Buu, and 5 years before Son Goku leaves with Oob, meaning contrary to the GT haters' theories, it does not erase Dragon Ball GT. While training on Kaiosama's planet, Goku hears Kaiosama discussing the early awakening of Beerus, the god of destruction, with the Kaioshin. Goku is excited and wishes to fight Beerus, but Kaiosama says that Beerus' power is beyond Son Goku's comprehension. In the Temple of Beerus, the god of destruction is woken by his attendant, Whis. That's right, guys. Whis is like the souped-up version of Mr. Popo. He is not the god of creation like some speculate. The Kaioshin are the gods of creation in the DB universe. As a cranky Beerus eats his breakfast, he asks Whis about Frieza, who has been acting as an agent of destruction in Beerus' place while he sleeps. Though happy that Frieza destroyed Planet Vegeta like he asked, Beerus reveals that he also dislikes the evil Frieza as well, and plans on destroying him. However, Whis reveals that Frieza has already been defeated by Son Goku, as not all of the Saiyans have been destroyed by Frieza. Genuinely surprised that anyone could take down Frieza, Beerus is also intrigued when Whis mentions Super Saiyans. Beerus remembers dreaming about battling something called a Super Saiyan God, convinced it was a prophetic dream. He then consults the Oracle Fish, and in a less than convincing conversation, Beerus decides that it must have been so, and the mighty warrior he was to battle was the Super Saiyan God. Though skeptical, Whis reveals that most of the Saiyans are on planet Earth, located in the 7th universe, but that Son Goku, who defeated Frieza, is on Kaiosama's planet. While Bulma, annoyed that Goku and Vegeta are training, prepares to throw herself a huge birthday party, Whis and Beerus arrive on Kaiosama's planet. After discussing Super Saiyan God for a time, Son Goku respectfully challenges the God of Destruction to a sparring match. After commenting that Goku lacked the power to defeat even Frieza in his base form, Goku becomes a Super Saiyan 3 and attacks Beerus, who effortlessly deflects and avoids Son Goku's assault. Beerus calmly and easily defeats Son Goku with but a simple chop to Goku's neck, and disappointed, leaves to Earth to question Vegeta about Super Saiyan God. Contacting Vegeta about Goku's defeat, Kaiosama informs Vegeta about Beerus' imminent arrival, and Vegeta recalls seeing Beerus when he was a boy, as the God of Destruction used King Vegeta as a footstool while he ate. Beerus and Whis question Vegeta about Super Saiyan God, but getting nowhere, they decide to join the festivities. As things progress, the Pilaf gang, who have been turned into children by a faulty wish sometime before the events of the movie, are attempting to steal the Dragon Balls, the prize for a bingo game at Bulma's party. Hilarity ensues, but when Mai fires her gun, one bullet hits Beerus in the forehead and the other hits Videl in the leg. As Dende heals her, he realizes that Videl is pregnant. The angry Beerus decides to destroy Earth, but a hilarious and timely distraction by Vegeta staves off the wrath for a little while longer. As the others play bingo, Whis and Beerus try to get some of the custard pudding from Fat Boo, who refuses to share. Beerus' temper finally gets the better of him, and he unleashes his wrath. Fat Boo, Ultimate Gohan, Gotenks, Piccolo, Tenshinhan, and number 18 are effortlessly defeated by Beerus. Vegeta's first attempt to fight Beerus is also met with little success until he is enraged when Beerus strikes Bulma. In his rage, Vegeta actually manages to somewhat damage Beerus, though the effort is short-lived. Son Goku then arrives and pleads with Beerus to allow him to reach Super Saiyan God. Using the Dragon Balls, Shenron reveals what Super Saiyan God is and how to obtain it. After their first attempt is a failure, Videl reveals her pregnancy and the ritual is performed again, this time with her taking part in the ritual. The ritual succeeds and Son Goku becomes a Super Saiyan God. Goku battles Beerus in a heated confrontation, though he is dissatisfied that he had to rely on everyone else to reach this level of power, and that he wanted to reach it on his own. Beerus is also dissatisfied because even though Goku is using about 80% of his power, Beerus is nowhere near full power. As the battle wears on, Goku loses the Super Saiyan God form, but there is little noticeable difference in his power. The battle eventually makes its way to the upper atmosphere of Earth, where Goku absorbs Beerus' attack by somehow going Super Saiyan God again. However, Goku realizes he's no match for Beerus and surrenders. It is then revealed that Beerus is the god of destruction for the 7th universe, and that there are 12 universes that are each distinct and different from the others. Beerus also states that Son Goku is the second strongest being he has ever faced, the first being Whis, who as it turns out is not only Beerus' attendant, but his martial arts master, as he trains each successive god of destruction. Taking the collapsed Goku back to Earth, Beerus decides to destroy the planet, but only blows up a small rock saying that he ran out of stamina. Whis offers Son Goku the position of god of destruction after Beerus dies, but Son Goku declines. After a little bit of small talk, Beerus and Whis depart. Back at his temple, Whis and Beerus speak of Son Goku's latent immeasurable strength, and that someday he and Vegeta will become fearsome foes. After eating some hot wasabi, Beerus goes into a frenzy which destroys the moons around his temple. Whis, in a demonstration of power, knocks Beerus out with a single chop. He is told by Whis to brush his teeth, and that he'll be woken again in 3 years. Back on Earth, Goku and Vegeta talk about the battle, and Vegeta states that he gets to be the Super Saiyan God next time. After realizing that Goku watched Bulma get slapped and did nothing, they hilariously chase after him as Bulma slaps him several times off-screen. The team responsible for the new animation for Dragon Ball Kai, episode of Bardock, Son Goku and his friends return, plan to eradicate the Super Saiyans, and the Dragon Ball Heroes promos did the animation for the movie, which was a good choice. The smooth lines and animation work amazingly, and definitely appeal to the eye. We've always had a vague idea of what the Supreme Kais did and were, but the movie illustrating them as the creator deities in contrast to the destroyer deity that is Beerus adds more importance to their roles. Later information from Akira Toriyama reveals a previous altercation between the Old Kai and Beerus, as it was Beerus who sealed Old Kai in the Z-Sword. Toriyama has always been known for his less-is-more approach to character designs. None of his designs are overly complicated, and he took the same approach with the Super Saiyan God power-up. Yes, I said power-up. This is not a permanent transformation like the other Super Saiyan levels. Although I like some of the fan designs for Super Saiyan God better, it's not to say that the current design is terrible. The antagonists for Battle of Gods are very Toriyama in the way they look and act. Very serious when needed, but also quirky and funny. There's a great balance between them, and very much reminds me of the original Dragon Ball villains. In a way, they kind of remind me of the Ginyu Force. Funny, yet threatening. Vegeta and Bulma's relationship has always been hit or miss, but Vegeta demonstrating concern and anger when Bulma is slapped by Beerus, even going so far as to yell, "You hurt my Bulma," shows a lot of character development for the Saiyan Prince. I really didn't see the point of the Pilaf gang being turned into kids. It makes sense that they are such failures that they could muck up such a simple wish, but it strikes me as a bit of an unnecessary plot device. I know what you're thinking. Why is it a con? I thought you said it was good. I did. However, I felt that adding Super Saiyan God was unnecessary and overhyped. The simplicity of the design made me feel a bit underwhelmed. It's a god form. It's supposed to be something awe-inspiring. I feel that if one of the original plot ideas, mainly Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta or the 3 Super Saiyan 3, that would have been fine. And as I stated, I feel like some of the fan designs for Super Saiyan God were better. In fact, the original design of Super Saiyan God was intended to be more muscular, with hair that was a cross between Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 4, an idea which I adopted for my redesign of Super Saiyan 5 in Dragon Ball New Age. The current design, in my opinion, looks kind of like a cross between false Super Saiyan and Kaioken. However, being that this is an external power-up and not an internal transformation, I suppose this little snarl can be overlooked. Despite taking place after the Majin Buu saga, Kaio-sama's planet has somehow miraculously been restored with no mention as to how it was reformed after Cell destroyed it. Also, there's a mention of Tarbal, Vegeta's brother from Yo, Son Goku and his friends, return, and later the comic based off of that anime. Tarbal was originally an anime-only character, later incorporated into manga form, and not even by Akira Toriyama. The manga short was drawn by Naho Uushi. It has never been officially stated that Tarbal is canon to the universe, as Toriyama has only stated that Battle of Gods is canon to the story. This is a minor snarl, being that somewhat canon material is referencing non-canon material, which was relatively common in the DBZ movies and the anime. Trunks, Goten, and Marin also appear to have aged or grown little to not at all, which makes little sense because this movie is supposed to be set 5 years after Majin Buu. While Battle of Gods is indeed a fun ride, and an exciting development for fans of the Dragon Ball franchise, it wasn't really necessary. It provides no closure, causes more questions than answers, and really doesn't do too much to add to the overall story, and only through later revelations, not included in the movie, were some of those questions answered. And the movie may strike some as more of a cheap merchandising ploy rather than an appeal to fans. That does not, however, stop a fan from enjoying the movie and basking in the joy of having new Dragon Ball material. The pros outweigh the cons, in my opinion, and I definitely plan on seeing the movie in the theaters if it ever gets released nearby. My overall grade for Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, B+.